Sunday Jam with Arlo. This is episode number 26. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today on the Jam, we're going to be talking about some saturation plugins. Been messing with the new one from the Plugin Alliance called Big Al, and I've also been using the one I've had for a while, Soundtoys Decapitator. Been kind of putting them back and forth on the vocal track of the new song we've been working on, Mississippi King. It's my tribute to Leslie West. So we're going to check out some saturation plugins. Also, I'm going to give you an update on Reward Music, the website that I'm working on. I'm going to have music on there. We're going to have a forum on there where we can talk. So lots of good stuff on the Jam today. I hope you stick around.
But the air is full of static.
All right, welcome to the Jam. Hey, thanks everybody that's been subscribing to the channel. It's been great. We've had a bunch of new people get on and been getting comments from different folks, and it's been really great getting to learn some new things from you, and hopefully you're learning some stuff from my channel. So thanks for that. If you're new to the channel, I do home recording videos. It revolves around some demos that I'm putting together, trying to record some music here at home, and then hopefully get into a studio here at some point and play some live shows, which would be really great to have some live music again, right? So that's what's going on here. So hit the subscribe and then hit the little bell, and it'll tell you when more of these are coming up. Been a really fun week here in my studio. I've been working with different plugins on the vocal tracks. We've been laying down on the new song Mississippi King. It's my tribute to Leslie West, who passed away in December there. Who was a big influence on me and my brother. We're both big fans of Mountain and their songs. So the songs come together really good. I got some vocals laid down. I wrote a bunch of lyrics. Let's get in here and check out what I got going on. A little later here, we're going to talk about Reward Music, the new website I got coming up, because I had some people who were like, hey, when do we get to hear this song complete? And it's going to go on Reward Music. We'll talk about that a little bit later here at the end. But right now, let's jump in here, and I'll just let you listen to this vocal track and some of the plugins I've been messing with. First, what I do, I track with this Lindell 80 on. It just helps make it the sounds a little more inspiring while I'm singing. So I try to do a little bit of adding something flavor to the vocal when I'm tracking. So I put on the Lindell 80. And it's interesting when you listen to this. This is all I have on the vocal right now. It's based on the old, like the Neve, like the 1073 and then the 1084. And it was fun going back and forth between these. And I want to do that for you here. So the first, EQ we're looking at is this here. This is the 1073. So take a listen to how this sounds.
Listen to the wind, the songs they sing are all about you. He's mountain climbing.
All right, now listen to the 1084.
Listen to the wind, the songs they sing are all about you. He's mountain climbing.
So in listening to these, I was like, wow, the 73's got a little cleaner sound to it, where the 84's got, there's a little bit more drive, a little crunch to it there. So I've been messing with saturation plugins this week, but it was interesting using the 84. I kind of got a little bit of that crunch in there already, which was pretty cool. So I'm going to show you here what saturation plugins I'm talking about. And I had a good... my buddy Chris Cynthia, who has a channel, he does a bunch of really awesome synth stuff and all kinds of different things, but he was saying try putting the saturation plug-in before the 80 and then use the Lindell 80 to kind of EQ what you're doing in there with the saturation. So that was a good idea, and I think that's what I ended up doing. So the first one, this was a new plug-in, came out this week from Plugin Alliance. It's called Big Al. It's from Neold. It's Neold Big. And this is based on like an old Italian, some Italian machinery. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty simple thing, but it's got all the little pieces you need in there. I really like this mix feature. I'll show you that here in a second, but let's just take a listen. We'll turn this on and you can have a listen to Big Al, and I'll play with some of the knobs here so you can kind of hear what it's doing here. So let's just go back and We'll go to default, take it out, and I'll just kind of play with it, and you'll hear the difference. Here we go.
Listen to the wind, the songs they sing are all about you. He's mountain climbing through the wind and the snow. The sun still glows, the heavens they call you. He's mountain climbing. Listen to the wind, the songs they sing are all about you. He's mountain climbing through the wind and the snow. The sun still glows, the heavens they call you.
So pretty cool. Like I said, the mix feature is cool because you can just put in how much you want. Like we could really just drive the level and the drive and then just pull the mix back, so it's really kind of crunchy, super crunchy, but not too much like driving up your signal too much. So this is a really, really awesome little plug-in. Does a great job bringing out some really nice transients and just adding a little more excitement. I guess, you know, that's the big thing with the saturation plugins, add a little more excitement to the vocal. So I've been having fun messing with that guy. And the one I have been using for a while is the one from the Soundtoys, this Decapitator one. Again, it'll have a mix knob to it too, so you can kind of mix in. And there's a nice tone knob here where you can kind of add it if you want to darken the sound or you want to brighten the sound. I really like that you can do that there. Your drive here where you can push it. And you can link up here the auto. This will link it with the output, so whenever you move the drive, it'll kind of change. Like if you're driving it more, it's going to bring the output down there a little bit. So I kind of like that feature. It's pretty cool. And then there's some different styles down in here. I got it on the end here, which is kind of like the Neve style, I guess, preamp. I gotta look into these more because these all are different types of preamps, I believe, and have different flavors to them. But I kind of been liking this Neve one on here. So let's just take a little listen to what this sounds like. I've got it turned on right now, and I'll just, like I said, I'll kind of move the knobs here a little bit. And you can hear what it sounds like.
Listen to the wind, the songs they sing are all about you. He's mountain climbing through the wind and the snow. The sun still glows, the heavens they call you. He's mountain climbing. Listen to the wind, the songs they sing are all about you.
So pretty cool, right? Real similar, kind of Big Al, but they have their own little sound to them, which I'm still trying to, I'm picking out like which one I like better. But this is a very easy one to do too. You can hear that when we pulled it down dark, how closed up it got, and then once we push the bright, it gets real bright. And then the drive, you can just crunch the heck out of it. You know, with this song, I'm trying to get it to where it's got some good crunch to it. And then once I get it to where I can kind of hear it, I back it off just a little bit. So it's just real easy. And then we got to check it in the mix, right? Like you can solo it, but I think sometimes it's like, it seems like you can really drive it and you're like, oh, it's too much. But then once you get in the mix, you won't hear as much of the distortedness of it, I guess. So I'm really digging these. So I'm going back and forth between right now which one I like that's going to work best on this track, and so that's going really well. I'm real excited with how this track's coming along. I got to lay down the rest of the vocals here, and then once I have the vocals all done, then it's going to be full mix time, and I'm going to be messing with another plugin, which I'm going to show you here in a second. Which is going to be a lot of fun, because next I'll start kind of over here a little bit, and I'll get the drums first to where they sit really solid in the mix. Then I usually do drums, bass, lead vocal, and then I'll do guitars at the end. And then also the other thing with the vocals is we got to do some reverb, right? So now you can do it in Soundtoys. They've got some really killer stuff, and if you go to the presets, you can kind of see like they've got a bunch of cool presets that you can do, but they've got all kinds of different reverb and tape stuff that we can do to the vocal in here. But you guys know I'm a big fan of the Sunset Sound, and I've got that set up on another track here. So we'll make a send. We'll send the vocal to that, and then we'll kind of just add in maybe a little bit of reverb through Sunset Sound. I really love that plugin. It just sounds so natural and sounds really. It's just fantastic. So that'll be the next thing. Add a little bit of reverb in there on the vocal. Give it some space. Yeah. So excited about those plugins. I should have vocals done this week, like I said, and then we'll talk about more about this next plugin. Let's talk about that right now. So I got into checking out this stuff here, the Acustica Audio, and I did a trial of the Pink, which is like API EQs. I think if you guys might have seen some of those clips I did. Now I've been checking out. They've got this Sand 3, which some of you guys in the Acustica Audio Facebook group page were like, Arlo, for your music, I put a clip on there, and they're like, you should look at this and this, but you should really check out Sand. It'll be a real good one to have for what you're the kind of music you're trying to write right now. So this is like all SSL stuff. So SSL EQs and compressors. It's got the really killer compressor in there to kind of, you can put on your master bus and kind of glue the whole song together. So I'm excited to mess with that one a little bit. My buddy Chris Ratty, he had told me he uses the one from Waves, the NLS from them. So it'll be fun to just see how this is. I've been putting up some stuff with them on Instagram too, and they were kind of shooting me some messages, DMing back and forth the other day there, and they were just saying about what a beast Sand is, and you got to get into that one. And they said make sure you get the manual, which check this out. So I downloaded the manual they have, and it's ridiculous. It's huge, and it has all these graphs with frequency charts telling you what the bands are going to do. I mean, a lot of plugins I check them out, and they it's like one sheet with stuff where they really take a lot of time to tell you what exactly the plugin's going to do. So they're a little more computer heavy. I got like 32 gigs of RAM and the i7 9700 chip in there. So I think once I change my my buffer in there, get it super high, we should be able to rock this on there. It did pretty good when we had Pink on. So this is going to be exciting to mess around with this a little bit. The Sand 3, they just updated it, and this is going to be cool. So I think I'm going to try to use this on drums and bass and see how we can get the rhythm section glued with this. Probably still use Lindell 80 on the vocals and guitars, I think, but maybe we'll try it out. I watched a really great video where a guy remixed Photograph by Def Leppard using a bunch of Sand 3 on there, and it was pretty awesome. It's a real good video. If you get a chance to look for that, it's Photograph, and he just remixes the whole thing. It's pretty cool. So excited about that. And then last thing, let's just update you on reward music. I talked to you guys a little bit about this, and like I was saying, I may have said it here earlier. Some folks were saying like, hey, when you get done with a song, how do we hear the whole song? And I have been putting them up on my YouTube channel, and I put up some cheesy I don't do video stuff or anything like that, so I kind of put up my own little cheesy video, but that's another thing for me to figure out. But I'm thinking what I'm going to start to do is put them all on reward music, and you can charge like $1 a song or 50 cents a song. I might do something like that, because I'm thinking if I do that, and then maybe whatever money I gather from that, I'll put it back into my channel, maybe get a new camera or something like that. But I also kind of would like to do like a give some of the money to charity too. So I may pick a charity. I'm thinking that I can if you give me $1, I'll put 50 in a charity and like 50 towards, making a better show here for you guys to watch and everything. So that's how we're going to use reward. One of the things we're going to use reward music for here going forward. So I got to get in there. I'll show you now if you guys haven't seen this yet. Dweezil Zappa is in on it, and I actually got an email from the CEO of Reward Music this week, Steven, and he would like to chat at some point. He saw the one video I did on this, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'd love to talk to you, Steven, about where this is all going. I think it's fantastic. Me and my new friend Drew at Sunset Sound, a marketing guy there, we were talking the other day about just how this is like the way to go for artists, where they can get paid for their art, and I think it's gonna be a cool thing. So so next thing is I got to get in here and I got to get my site set up. I didn't have a lot of time to do this week, just with the other stuff I was trying to do with the vocals and all that. But it's looking like this next week, things are going to slow down for me, and then I can get in here and get this dialed up. So we'll have songs on there. I'm going to do like a forum on there where everybody can come in and kind of talk about plugins and guitars and just everybody that's been subscribing. Then you can get in and you'll probably get some free songs and get to listen to some stuff, and also we can kind of throw out ideas to each other on how we're making music and creating. So I'm real excited about that because, like I said, I've been learning so much from you guys, and I've had people come to me, oh, thanks for making this video. And I had a guy the other day bought some Atom monitors. He watched my video on the T8Vs that I got, and he ended up getting some. So I like that, like, people are like listening and like diving into it like I am, because it's a lot of fun. I haven't had this much fun with music since I was like gigging, before I had family life. It's just been a lot of fun just talking to everybody that's loving music right now. So it's a good time for this. So I think that's all for now, guys. I'm going to get back to the vocals. I want to get those all done for you and then get my website going, and just lots to do. So I hope you guys get to play some guitar today. You take care now. Bye-bye.
Politicians turning in stone. All their foolish banter